Hello. Hello. Oh, let me know if the music's too loud, actually. Oh, Princess, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, May is the day of being born. Not the day, the month. I've had so many friends' birthdays in May. It's a very good birth month. It's like everyone's in a good mood because summer's coming, the weather tends to be nice, although in the UK it's been pretty meh. Hang on, my wires all higgledy-piggledy. I'm starting bang on time this week, I hope you've noticed. I've had one of those days where like... Hang on, tuck that away. I've had one of those days where you know you have to do something later, so you just kind of do nothing. So I've been really bored. Had a really boring day. It's not really my birthday, it's not the actually day. Or not the actual day. I mean, it's close enough. It's close enough. I see the whole of July as my birth month. I'm like, oh, it's my birthday, and they're like, really? And I'm like, no, not really, no. Anyway, I'm gonna jump straight in because yeah, pretty much all I did today. So I've wanted to buy a new power bank because my current power bank still works great, but it's really big and heavy. So I want to finally replace it for a smaller, bit more like appropriate one for like just everyday stuff. Instead of carrying this giant thing around with me. And I spent like hours looking at power banks, which is... I've wasted many a morning doing that, which is really annoying. Because once I know I want to buy something, I really take absolutely ages deciding. And it'll eat like a whole day. So I forced myself to stop doing that. And then I went to put a show on and do some drawing, but I ended up not drawing much and just like, you know, scrolling or something. And I drew a little bit, but not tons. And then, you know, it was one of those days where it's just kind of a bit like, meh. Anyway, I've got a doodle carrying over from last time because someone ordered one and I sent them an invoice, but they didn't manage to pay quite in time. But they paid after the stream was done, so I was like, oh, I'll just carry that over into the next one. So I'm starting with that one. Hi Mirror! Hi Forevermore! I'm currently in a theatre right now watching a musician perform. Oh my god, get off your phone! Thanks for coming though. Thanks for saying hi. You probably can't hear me. Do power banks actually work? What do you mean? I've always had power banks. The only one I've ever had never worked, but I bought it from an under $10 bin. Yeah, well, there you go. I've had Anchor ones. Anchor's a pretty good brand. And I've had this giant Anchor 20,000 milliamp hour one for like 7 years and it's still working totally fine. But 20,000 milliamp hours is a bit overkill for just like day-to-day phone stuff. Because it charges charges my phone like 5 times. I only need like one, you know. And it's really big and heavy, so I'm like, I need something that's a bit daintier. But yeah, I can't leave the house without a power bank because I get anxious that my phone will die, and you know, then you lose all of your maps and your money and your tickets, and you know, wonderful lives just dictated by phones all the time. When I saw Colby was selling the suit, oh yeah, you were talking to Ren, yeah. Hi sad poto of salt. Hi Naomi. Alright, okay, so I have to draw this cat. I've been given this cat to start with. So first we're drawing this cat. I see we've received a couple of requests already, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and send invoices for those while we're doing this. Thank you guys. My phone loses its 100% charge within like 1 hour of use. Yeah, Because I upgraded my phone a couple years ago, but before that my phone would die like twice a day, so a power bank was definitely necessary, especially a bigger one. But my current phone's it rarely dies during the day unless I'm taking loads of photos. So I'm like, yeah, I just need like a smaller, lighter one that doesn't weigh a ton. But of course now I've really gotten into it and I'm wasting my time completely trying to figure out which one to get, so... Oh, our first one's a cat-owl hybrid? Hell yeah. Alright. Wings are optional, feline form, wings are not optional, hybrid form, okay. So let's send off invoice for that one, and I think the next one as well we could do. They both full but whoa! Oh, that's a cool one. Holy crap! Oh my god, your style is very cool, Silver Fang. Sick. Okay. Oh, we'll send two at once. They're both full bodies. Doop. There we go. Alright, those two first invoices are sent. So now I'll go ahead and, oops, that's the wrong color. Finish up this one. Let's see the notes. Draw her expressive eyes as hyperactive as she is. I will leave the rest to you. Cool, cool, cool. Bye-bye, Sprout. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it is fawn, yeah. Alright. Alright. Oh, I feel like I've been having to cancel these more recently. Like, as summer starts to pick up and more annoying adult things are happening, I'm starting to feel out of practice with these. But I did eat on time today. I ate nice and early this time, because I keep seeming to screw up my timings with that. But no, this time I'm all ready to go. Just getting back into the neck of things again. Whoops. What did you have for food? Oh, just like chili. But I realized I have some leftover chow mein in the fridge that I completely forgot about. So I'm like, oh, I really should have had that. I'm the kind of person who eats leftovers like 5 days after. And usually I'm fine. But my partner's usually disgusted with me. He's like, ugh, how do you do that without being sick? And I'm like, what do you mean? Hello, Squid! Yes, horse with wine emoji. Delicacy. Chili's such an easy, like, bulk meal. Because we do, well, I say we. Akil does a lot of, my partner does a lot of bulk cooking. And that's just a really easy one to, like, freeze and reheat. So chili's a good one. Chili, pasta sauce, whatever curries, you know. Okay, no worries. I assume because you sent in full body and not winged that the feline form is okay. Yeah, bulk cooking is so handy. We don't have time for a different meal every day. Are you kidding? All right, torty colors. Pray for me. We're going in. Getting like ginger colors right is actually really hard, I find, because every ginger cat is like a slightly different tone of ginger. I feel like. Some are way more red, some are way more like creamy. One pot slop meals, yes, yes, me too. Just like some slop that you can have with like, with rice. Just something that's like full of like, just meat and vegetables in the sauce. Or just vegetables. Speaking of slop, my partner's out this evening. We were invited to go out to dinner with a friend, and I was like, oh fuck, but I have the stream, and I like keep postponing and cancelling the streams, so I feel like I didn't really want to this time, you know, I just kept doing it. And I was like, there'll be another time, but he's out at that. So I've got peace and quiet in the flat today. Which is, you know, it's still peace and quiet when he's here too, but it makes me feel less bad, like yelling and being strange on stream. He's entertained, I'm entertained, it's all good. Oh, hang on, let me select this. Let's do the whole body dark. I think that'll be easier. You finished the semester! Oh, well done! So is that semester means like a part of the year, right? So do you still do more after this? Or are you like done for the summer? How does it work over there? Incredibly, in the UK, people would be finishing school around now. Well, not school, university. Like, when I finished university, we finished in like mid-May, and I didn't know what the hell to do afterwards. I was like, oh my god, we have so much free time, what do we do? In school we finished maybe end of July? But yeah, I remember, it was weird thinking back on it, because it's such a weird time in life where you're just like, everyone's figuring out what they want to do, it's all a bit weird. Some people are still hanging around at the uni because they have nowhere else to go. Some people are like jetting off. Yay, fellow UKer. UKer. I think this is looking okay so far. Torties are so tricky. People will be like, oh no, you forgot her very famous moon-shaped spot on her inner thigh, and I'm like, oh, how did I miss that? I'm sorry. I say this as an ex-tortie owner. They are so tricky, aren't they? Usually, I would just focus on getting her face right. Back when I drew her, she had like that triangle splotch on her face. A lot of torties have a triangle splotch on their face. It's weird how the pigment works, right? She has a little spotty nose. That's a very cute nose. Done for the summer. Oh my god. Free till end of August. Oh, what a feeling. So good. Oh, you're playing Subnautica 2? I really want to play that, but I've had an well, every month is an expensive month, but like I feel like I treated myself too much this month and I don't want to buy anything else, but like I'll wait till next sale or something. God knows when that is. That's the thing, I always like no, I'm not gonna act on impulse and buy this yet, but of course when it first comes out it has that like starting sale and I'm like, ugh, it would be a good idea to get it now. Let me know how it is. Like a streamer that I watch posted a video, and at first I wasn't gonna watch it because I didn't want spoilers, but I'm like, maybe I'll watch one episode just to see if it looks good or if it's like, you know, terrible. I didn't even know they were making another sequel, you know? So it came as a surprise to me. I've been out of the loop. I know there's a better picture of her eye colour. Okay, yeah, definitely green, definitely green. That's fine then. You know how sometimes it's half and half. I'm pet sitting right now. 4 cats! Whoa. The shy ones tolerate me and are not that scared. They walk up to me. Owners say normally they hide. Oh, that's a great sign. Oh, no worries, Chiffer. Chiffon. Chiffondu. A lot of people sort of hang out just to work alongside as well, so it's fun. That's fair. I can't recommend it enough. Oh, that's a really good sign. Thank you. I absolutely loved the first one, and I did really like Below Zero too, even though that one was less popular. I think the gameplay is just really good, isn't it? And like, if you love marine biology, it's just a perfect game. Just the feeling of being in an unknown ocean that's like, you don't know what's out there. It's like, ooh, such a cool feeling. Either a cool feeling or like the most terrifying, awful feeling, depending on who you are. I forgot to make the background white, that's why I keep getting thrown off. There we go. I mean, that didn't make seeing this background any better, but it was so similar in value, it was like, Alright, I'm gonna call this one done. So it's nice to get that one out of the way, because they paid a little while ago. Woo, okay. So let's check the invoices. Excited to go back to work? Oh, that's such... hang on to that feeling. I envy that feeling. Well, Silverfang, you gave me a huge tip. It's very nice, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Oh my god. Alright. Well, next we have Chiffondu. With Fawn. I'm really tempted to do the bird form. I love the colours. They're very like gala. Or galah. I'm not actually sure how you pronounce it, but you know that pink cockatoo in Australia, galah. Work is playing with critters. Yeah, but some people, like I know someone who works with dogs and they hate it, but that's only because they seem to get really rowdy dogs. Like just really untrained dogs. They've been like bitten a few times and they just keep getting injured by these dogs. Pronounce it like gala, but no idea. Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. Hang on, maybe Google knows. Gala. Oh, there's no little speak. Hang on. No, I think this is the sound. Yeah, it's the sound galas make. How to pronounce. How to pronounce gala. Thanks, YouTube. We're learning. Ready?
Hey viewers, welcome back to our channel.
Oh, get.
That is about
Hurry up.
Australia. Well, how do we say its name correctly?
Hurry up.
We may pronounce it as Gala.
Gala. None of us were right. Oh, the comment, one of the only comments says AI can't pronounce Australia or Gala right. So, nope, still not right. Hang on, what about this one? This one's 2 years old, so maybe a bit less AI-y.
How to pronounce the word?
No, I'm giving up. I need to ask Nebs. She's Australian. Yeah, the pinks are lovely. She used to be fully pink, but I got the encouraged to update her design a few years ago. The Tism doesn't like change. Yeah, I always wanted to, like, back in the day when I wanted to change Finch all the time, it took like a lot of coaxing to get me to eventually change her. I totally get you. Because you're like, no, but she's been like this for so long, and it's like, who cares? It's a cat, you know. It's like, it's not that big a deal, but in your brain it's like the biggest deal ever. It's like, this is my child. This is my child, and I'm changing how she looks. What if it doesn't feel like her anymore? You know, it's like... So I could never change her that much, but I changed her enough where, like, I was very satisfied. Like, I haven't changed her since... I think our current reference is from 2023, which is very impressive for me. I'm very proud. But then again, I did get my redesigning urges out of my system with teal instead, my other Sona, so... I got bit by a new dog like the last week I was working before school last summer. The owners were like not at all surprised. They told us she'd been kicked out of other facilities before. Oh my god. That sounds like something they should have told you, right? Are they allowed to withhold that stuff from you? Cause like that's dangerous. You must have like insane insurance at that place, right? Gala. Gala. I suppose it's however posh you are. Gala. Is it scone or scone? She used to have so many spots, but I made them easier to animate, put them in specific spots by her markings, made them easy to copy paste. Ah, yeah, I added spots to Finch, and my whole body was screaming to not because I'm an animator. And I've always wanted to make my characters very simple for that reason, even though I very, very rarely animate them. But yeah, like you said, if you make them just in specific clumps, in specific areas, and not many of them, then it's not nearly as bad. It's like the spots you've done are totally chill. Oh, Miso's doing a big stretch. He is relaxing in his many, many blankets right now, so I'm seeing how much time we've got until he wakes up and becomes a menace. At this point he's used to me talking to myself, so I haven't alerted him by yammering. Yeah, at least admit that the dog is prone to doing that, because then at least you can like prepare yourself, right? You can maybe like wear gloves. I lost it at your recent Instagram story of Miso. What is that creature? I know! He was like next to me while I was doodling, and he did that sort of big backward stretch, but he then stayed there. And that's when I took the picture, and I was like, Miso, you're like the weirdest shape right now. He was like a triangle. Let me show the rest of the class. There's Jen. Okay. Let's skip past the coffee. Look at him. He's like a boomerang. But he just kind of stayed in that position, and I was like, you're a freak. You're like you've been swung, you know. It's like a wet t-shirt that's been wrung out. That's what he looks like. He's like drawn like one of those challenges where you draw a shape and fill it with an animal. He does. Like you like spill some ink on your page and you turn it into something. Whether the only facilities in our area who will board active duty canines, none of them have ever bitten anyone. See, that doesn't surprise me because they're mega trained, aren't they? I feel like they don't bite anyone unless they're very specifically told to. I'm surprised not many places take them. It's like a liability thing, maybe? I love Finch's design so much, but yeah, changing something you're so used to is nerve-wracking. I think those dark grey-blue accents are perfect. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it's definitely, like, once you do have the courage to make the change, you do feel so much better, don't you? You're like, yes, this is more of what I was envisioning. This feels right. And like at the end of the day, it's just your character. It's like you do whatever you want, and it's fine. Boop. Oops. There you go. Mini Australian Shepherd, oh. I didn't know they came in minis. Tiny cute baby version. These are such nice pinks, they're like bubblegum pinks. I have a jacket that's this kind of pink, and I'm not a pink person at all. I usually really don't wear pink. But this pink jacket, it slaps. And because I wear a lot of brown and green, pink goes surprisingly well with brown and green. Like a friend pointed out, I've always liked pink and green together because, you know, they're contrasting. But a friend pointed out recently how they really like brown and pink together. And I was like, oh, I never thought about brown and pink. And then when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I see what you mean. It's like, it's very like delicious. It like kind of reminds me of cake. And then coincidentally, my partner bought new shoes and they were brown and pink. And I was like, oh my god. You know, like, when you think of something for the first time and then suddenly you see it everywhere? It was one of those situations. It was almost like that with green and pink for me too, because like, back when Splatoon 2 came out, their like main colours were pink and green. And at the time I was like, ugh, I'm not into these two colours together. They're very saturated versions, to be fair. But then everywhere at the time seemed to be green and pink, but you know, like more pastel versions. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. See what's going on. It's weird. It's like, you know, when your like phones are listening to you and then they advertise you stuff, it's like that but with colours. When you think of colours, suddenly you see that palette everywhere and you're like, what's going on? We have one client who is a flunked out canine. He failed because he wouldn't bite people when on duty. Oh, he was too nice. He was too sweet. Bless him. But hopefully he found a nice home instead. Cat is watching the stream with you. Hello, Cat! Kitten TV! We do have Cat TV in the corner just for him. I've made the neck fluff really insane. I've just realized, so I hope that's fine. The neck fluff expands to the back. I really want a bird sonar. I'm like, I kind of want to do what you've done here and like have a cat version, but also a bird version, so people who hate birds can choose. Because I know a lot of people have a hard time drawing birds. Like, Teal feels like a cop-out because she's half bird, but she's basically just cat with bird feet. So if that feels like a cheat, I just prefer the cute little cat face. But like I did this like April Fool's version of Finch once where she's like basically a finch with cat legs, and people were like, no joke, this is good, you should keep this. And I'm like, to be honest, I would like to. I don't have the bravery to turn Finch into that, as we were just saying. It's when it's a big change, it's like, no. But I feel like I'd love a character that maybe has a choice between the two. I don't know. I crave a bird sonar, because like when I sell a lot of prints with birds on them at like the fur meet that I go to, and people, you know, most people don't really give a crap about birds. They're there for the dogs, which I don't have many of. But the bird people, when they see my prints, they're like, oh, it's so nice to see birds. And I'm always like, oh, it's so nice to see bird people, you know. And I always want to be like, oh yes, finally bird people. But I feel like, you know, it's nice to, like, I'm always like, it's nice to have bird sonar representation. Like some people have like parrot sonars and stuff. But I'm part of the problem. Like I have a cat sonar. And I'm like, I should have a I have a bird one, you know, like be one of the people. But you know, I'm a sucker for cats. Cats are just so good. To be honest, cats are kind of a minority. They're like, cats are a minority. I see very few cat sonars at these events actually. And if you do see a cat, you know, it'll be a big cat. It'll be a big cat, which is totally chill. But I see very few, like, small cats. Definitely no caracals. A few lynxes here and there. Surprisingly few caracals, I think, because they're kind of a bit of a boring colour. But there is, man, there is. I crave a bird. Yeah, I do yeah. Yeah. I love birds. I need to put my money where my mouth is on birds. I need to, like, reap what I sow on birds. Where are my birds at? I don't really have any bird characters full stop. I have some griffins that I never draw. I need to be helping the bird population. Maybe I'll try to do like a more extreme weirdo version of teal. I do have like sort of like a dinosaur sonar, but I don't really call them a sonar. I don't know. I feel like I can't be throwing the word sonar around because it's like, man, that's a big deal. Like that's a heavy word, you know, like. But then I feel like if they're just characters, I never use them. I don't know. I should just draw them more. Why do we make so many rules in our heads? Right. Like, whoa, you can't be using that. It's like, you know, when you start dating someone and you say you love them and they're like, whoa. Like, don't just go throwing that word around. It's like, you gotta make sure you mean it first. It's like that, but with sonas. I once made a bunch of designs based off Coldplay songs. Oh, cool. Each were based off of birds and had wings and other bird features. That sounds really interesting. I've really wanted to try adoptables, but I don't have many ideas. Make a bird coward. I know! I am a coward. Oh my god. Stretch. I'm also part of the problem by doing a lot of YCHs, because of course I only really do dogs and cats there. And it's so discriminatory. How dare I? Someone even asked me though, like, would you do like bird YCHs one day? And I'm like, to be honest, probably not, because they're so unpopular. But I really want to. Is your toy house Finchwing as well? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've got a few guys up on there. A bit of a mess of guys, because I love designing characters and having characters and then like never drawing them ever, so I have like loads of characters on there that only have like 1 to 3 pieces of art of them, you know. I'm so sorry if this is picky, could you fix the back leg and make it the same pink as the body? Oh yeah, sure, that's not picky at all, sorry, I completely missed that. Let me just save this, because I haven't saved it yet. 17. Damn, we're like chugging through May already, aren't we? Oh yeah, I got the complete wrong pink on that leg there. That's not picky at all, don't worry. That's why I like doing these commissions live, because I can fix these things like immediately. There we go. I do a lot of adopts and YCHs mostly. My commissions get a decent amount of attention. Oh, excellent! Yeah, when you do like stuff that's really unique like that, like your Coldplay birds, it's like, it intrigues people and gets them in, right? How many characters would you say you have? Oh no, don't be sorry. I don't know. I think like, I have like, ones that I use, ones that I think of often, I'd say I have like 5 or 6. Out of all of them, I'd say I have like 30, 50, maybe not 50, that's probably excessive. But like, I've drawn a lot of characters that I really like, but never draw them ever again, and then I don't know if that counts. Some of them don't even have names, I don't know if that counts. But they exist, you know? Who knows in this life, you know? Alright, let's mark you as blue, you're all done. Now this one, look at this reference, this is sick. I love this art style. And this line quality. This is so gorgeous. Body of a colt. Haunches of a basilisk. Tail of a lion, horn of a unicorn, head of a hound. Talons of a fowl. Like, this is so cool. Medieval England wishes they designed this, right? Haunches. I am afraid to admit I don't know what haunches are. Are they like, you know, this bit? Whenever they've mentioned haunches in the Warrior Cats books, I always imagined their butt. I have a feeling it's like this bit, right? I've never actually known. That and also, hackles. I don't know what hackles are. And I'm too afraid to ask. But I'm asking now. Yeah, there was a Warrior Cats map in medieval style. I actually watched it for the first time on Nifty's stream. I don't know if you guys were also there. Nifty had a birthday stream where they were watching loads of maps. And there were so many on there I'd never seen. And it was so exciting. And that one I fell head over heels in love with. It was so gorgeous. And it makes me so inspired to make not something like that, but you know, just like my own PMV or something. But I just don't have the strength to do stuff like that. Haunches, I think, are the back legs. Okay. And hackles are like goosebumps. Oh. So they're like all over the body? Because like when they say their hackles raise, they're fur raisers, right? Hackles is the hair on the back of the neck. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking when I read hackles. I think, you know when you read a word and your brain just adds a blank. I mean, Wings of Fire I've heard is better. But I just like cats. I love cats. Alright, head of a hound. So we're going dog on the face. It feels cursed to take a style as beautiful as this and do it in my silly doodle style, right? I'm very sorry, Silverfang. Do correct me along the way. Do they have a nose? Like a typical, like, dog's nose? Or maybe just... I've forgotten how to draw dogs' noses anyway. As soon as there's no nose involved, like no blob animal nose, I get very lost. Thank you guys for teaching me what hackles were. I never had any idea. They've said no tongue out, so we're keeping the tongue. And there's a crown on there. There's an artist that's a friend of a friend, and they have a really cool medieval style, and they do really well at conventions because their style stands out so much, and they do like medieval looking tapestries of popular films and stuff. And they do really well, and them as a person is the complete opposite person you'd expect. Like they're really silly and goofy and funny, and yet they have this very old school medieval style, and it's like it's a bit of a whiplash. But they're super cool, and they're at MCM next weekend, which is the UK's big con. And usually I go, but I can't this time because I'm going to a different con. Which is exciting because I'm tabling there, but I am sad that it's at on the same weekend as MCM because I really enjoy MCM. And I'm just mad that they're on the same, like, two very large cons are on the same weekend. And it's like, this is just silly. Whose idea was this, you know? I heard a noise. Is the creature awake? There's a bird outside my window. Well, let him in. Be a gentleman. I might emulate the medieval dragon-esque pose as well, but in a slightly different way. I don't want to copy exactly. Hang on. Lion medieval pose. I've got an idea in my head, but I don't know for sure. This is what I'm thinking of. There you go. Might squash him a little bit, there we go. I think I've done this leg a little bit too skinny. Oh, the collar! Hang on. Last year when I went to the Renaissance Festival, I saw this super cool blue jay fursuit. At the Renaissance Festival? That's sick. I am sad that we don't have that sort of thing here. We have similar stuff, but it's not nearly as common or popular as over there. Like, I've looked into it and they were like really, really far away and hard to get to, and it's like, eh. I can't wait to do this tail. They've drawn this tail so good. Oh, well, I mean, they're not quite the same here as they are there. You wouldn't have people in fursuits going, I don't think. Usually here they have like jousting tournaments, and they'll have like, there's less like, it's less LARPy than American ones. They'll have like, yeah, usually jousting and like someone pretending they're a jester or something, you know, like employees. But people won't show up to be in character or anything, you know. Maybe you get some. I mean, I haven't been since I was very little, so. They're a bit more of a like, take your kid there and nobody else type thing. I was following this pose, by the way, this passant one. They've also obviously gone for rampant. Sagent, erect, couchant, dormant. Beast positions. Yeah, very good. Honestly, they put too many cons as slots within the summer-spring months, which I get, but results in most popular cons being all crammed into May. Yeah, it's similar here. They'll all be May and July. And there was one that I used to go to, which was in December, and that was great. Like, you wouldn't think it would be great because Christmas is almost soon. But then, you know, so that you don't have people don't have as much money and, you know, but like, it's great for Christmas shopping. And also, like, nothing else is really going on aside from Christmas in December. So early December, there's not really much to do because everyone's preparing for actual Christmas. I'm having to shift. Hang on. I realized I kind of proportioned it wrong, weird at the front. I'm pulling all of these things back because this is just way too far forward for me. That's better. Yeah, winter there's fuck all to do, and like conventions are inside. So just do them in winter, and also with furry conventions, I feel like they're better in winter because people are wearing suits and those are hot. I feel like winter's better for that, right? I really wish there were more in winter, because winter's always depressing and boring. And summer, you're always busy doing other stuff. You know. But yeah, like, last May weekend, there's the 2 biggest cons of the country. I don't actually know if... Confuzzled is the other one. It's the biggest fur con. I don't know how big it is compared to MCM, but it's pretty big. It's a 5-day con. It's like a long convention. And it's the same weekend as the other big convention, which is very annoying. And then July we have Hyper Japan, which is another very big one. DinoCon, which I'm going to, is not a big one, but it's like a new-ish dinosaur convention that people are very excited about because dinosaurs are great. And that's in July now. That's the one that used to be in December, but they've moved it to July. I'm like, oh, fine, whatever. My birthday's in July too, so that tightens things a little. I'm pretty sure there's others in July, and I'm just like, mate, chill out. I'm glad there's not as many in June, because June tends to be chock full of other stuff. Bye, Peach Bunny! The one in Sweden, NFC, is always in Feb, I think. Oh, that's good. February's boring as shit, so anything new in February, I'm so down. My partner was looking at holidays and he was like, I want to go here, but it seems to be cheapest to go in January and that feels too far away. And I'm like, are you kidding? January would be great because January's boring. I want to get out of here in January. But he wants to go in September, I think, so we'll see. Right, colouring. Probably do this on the collar as well. In fact, I should send more invoices because I realized I'm on my last paid one. So maybe before we get onto colouring, I'll send 2 more invoices real quick. Thanks for sending them in, by the way. Next one is Sad Pot of Salt. I don't know why I kept reading it as poto, I'm sorry. My brain wanted to say potato so bad. Oh mate, you've sent me a link to Google Drive, as in like a link to just Google Drive by itself. You might have to send in a different link, I'm afraid. You can email it to me if you want. After that is Raki with Jedediah. Let's send an invoice for that. Your B-day is the day before mine? Oh my god. We're both July babies. Go us. Right. Raki. Send one to Raki. Raki wants a full body. You have to draw every item ever submitted to Google Drive. Okay, no problem. You're paying for that, right? Let me just tally it up real quick. Oh, I see Narrating Archivist on here. Hello, welcome back. Thanks for coming. I'm only taking 2 more. No, I do this for 4 hours. We're only about an hour in, so I just take 2 at a time. But I tend to do 10 per stream, and I've only done 1.5 so far, so don't worry, we're still good to go. Alright, so sent 2 more invoices. Oh, thanks, Sad Pot of Salt. I'll update the link once you've done that. Right, okay, let's finish this guy. I feel like I've brutalized this beautiful character. They're so pretty. And I've done this to them. I've made them a Muppet. Is that a different grey? No, it's the same grey. I think I sent her ref to the right email. Yes, I've got it, thank you. Oh, that's gorgeous! Oh my god! Oh, so sunshiny. This is it. This is what's up. Alright, okay, let me replace... Oh. Does that work? Yeah, it does work. Okay. Let's keep that. Oh, thank you, Silver. They are gorgeous. So sadly, I'm like, I feel all gamed out when it comes to like Tomodachi Life and Pocopia. I haven't finished Pocopia yet, but I took a break when Tomodachi came out, and I can't get myself to start back up again. But I know I really do want to finish it, and I was enjoying it. But I think once you stop a game, it's hard to like jump back in again, isn't it? But I do want to finish that still. But yeah, I feel like I for so long I had no games that I really wanted to play, and then suddenly I had 2 that I really wanted to play. And now that that feeling's gone, I'm like, eh. Like it feels like Christmas is over, you know? You're like, oh, I miss being excited to play them. So now that Subnautica 2 is out, I'm like, but I'm still like... I spent too much this month, I don't want to spend any more. It starts to feel bad. And also now I want to get this new power bank, which adds to it. Although I am counting that, I think I can count that as a business expense because I can use it at conventions. So I think I might do that. Feels more like a chore to complete it. Oh no, complete Pocopia, you mean? Yeah, I think, I got to the last area. You can do it in a different order, can't you? But I got to my last area, and I was a bit knocked out. I was a bit like, I don't want to do this again right now. I'll come back later, and I just haven't got back yet. But one day, I do want to finish it. Wondering whether to leave it till, like, I don't know, when I'm away, because you know, Switch is being portable, you can play them when you're away from home. And they're super handy for that. Like, whenever I visit my parents, I'm like deathly bored. But if I have a game to play on Switch, it's much better. I wonder, is Subnautica 2 on Switch? 2? I do prefer buying games on PC because I feel like I have them for longer, but that is a tempting one. Currently in gacha game hell. Oh no. I have so many games I need to play, and yet I hate Cookie Run Kingdom. No one play it. Yeah, gacha games, luckily I've never gotten into, and I'm kind of terrified of them because they're so addictive. Should we keep the blue kind of background? Because usually I do the same color as the eyes, but I don't want it to be too samey. What about like a pale yellow? Yeah, maybe like yellowish gold. Thank you for sending this character in there, so cool. And your art style is so good. The way you've drawn this foot in particular, I don't know why, it's very satisfying. It's very like squishy. Okay, let's check our invoices. I was just talking about gacha games yesterday to a friend. And that other friend did not know what they were, and she works in games. Actually, no, that's a lie. She knows what gacha games are. She didn't know what Uma Musume was. And that was a surprise. But I think she's the good. She's very like healthy with her work. You know, I have a few friends who work in games but don't have interest in playing them at all, and I think that's healthy. Because it like helps you approach it from a like your work from a better like a less obsessive direction, you know what I mean? Where it's like you take less shit, you know? This is a very good song. Oh, thanks, Sad Pot of Salt. VHS Druids, that sounds familiar. Oh, I must follow them. Oh yeah, it is gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. But I don't follow them, so maybe I haven't. Website. Do they have? Unfortunately, I use Instagram the most. Do they have? They don't have Instagram. They're very smart. They do have Blue Sky though. I use Blue Sky a fair bit these days. That'll do. Gorgeous, thank you. A new artist to follow. Oh, I've totally seen this work before. I just don't know why I don't follow them. Like, I feel like this style, you know, with the spiky fur and the coloured lines. The way they've drawn the pronghorn is gorgeous. Everything is gorgeous. Man, artists are so good. I love finding new artists. It's like a new, like, inspiration injection, isn't it? It makes you want to draw so much, but there's no time to draw everything. I still need to do, I need to do loads of dinosaur prints. Well, like loads. I want to do like 4 new dinosaur prints for this DinoCon thing I'm tabling at. But I've been trying to come up with ideas in my sketchbook and I'm just not an ideas person. I'm terrible. But maybe one of these days I'll try to stream it or something, because I really struggle to draw when it's for me. Well, technically it's for a con, but it's also for me. But you know, if I'm drawing for a commission or something, I'll get it done quick enough. But like, if it's an illustration sort of mostly for me, it takes forever, so like... Maybe I'll stream it so you guys can kick my ass or something. Alright. Shadow pool. So what's going on with this eye here? This close eye. With the lines being white. Just came in to say hi, I hope you have a great day. Thank you, you too. Are you into animal survival games like The Isle? Yes! So I was really into The Isle years ago, and then I switched to Path of Titans, and I was really into Path of Titans. But I haven't played them for a hot second. I am getting the itch again though. W on dinos, yes! Floaty pose, they said. Try up the Isle again, they have voice proximity. Oh yeah, my friend told me about that and it sounded really good. The problem with the Isle is that, because I used to play it Legacy, I've never really been to the Evrima one. I think like it's too dark and I keep getting stuck on like, if you fall onto the beach you just can't get back up. Because I like to play smaller dinosaurs as well. And the grass is so tall that I can never see my dinosaur. I don't know, I just struggled to have a good time on Evrima. I don't know why. Just the map frustrated me, and finding food frustrated me, and... But I miss the scent system. Whenever I play Path of Titans, I'm always like, why don't they have a scent system? It feels way more realistic. Maybe I'll try it again one day. I also like the dinosaur designs on Path of Titans a lot. I think that they look awesome. I think the skins look really good too. I know the struggle, they have changed the map. Okay, maybe I should try it again. I mean, I'm harsh on it because I really liked Legacy. And you know, when it updated, I was like, oh, it's so different, ooh, you know. Just being a big baby about it. But I should keep trying it. Also, the devs do suck. It makes it hard to go back, but you can't, like, it's hard to stay away from a fun dinosaur simulator, isn't it? It's like... They shouldn't be fun, and yet they are. Because you get to run around as a little guy. I think I tried Path once. I really like it. I think, I do wish... Because it focuses less on realism, gameplay-wise. As far as the designs go, they're good at realism, like the dinosaur designs. But in terms of gameplay, they're a bit more RPG-esque, and I'm saying that lightly because they have a quest system, but it is not. It's kind of just, you know, collecting items. So I prefer the Isle in that respect, where it's a bit more like realism, heavy, hardcore survival type thing. But there was just a lot of things about the Isle that frustrated me that the path doesn't frustrate me with. So they're all good for their own reasons, aren't they? I've wanted to try Beasts of Bermuda, but I also don't really want to buy it because I'm like, I already have these two Dinosaur Sims. I don't want to buy another one. I did that turn your faves into fan clan thing, and I decided to keep her eye white for the vibes. Oh. So I should turn the line art white. That's totally chill. In fact, let me tidy this one up. Fan clan. So is this when you take characters from other fandoms you're in and put them in a Warrior Cats clan? That reminds me, I was gonna put some Warrior Cats on Tomodachi Life or something. I'm back, headphones died. Oh, welcome back! Probably should have done the white eye at the end actually, in case I want to change the colour of the rest of the line art. It will. It is done. Let's do this. Which warrior cat though? I mean, like Firestar and Blue Star definitely. Because I'm a basic bitch and I love my OGs. Probably Sandstorm and Greystripe. And then maybe just my faves like Ravenpaw and Cinderpelt. And that's it. Probably just Firestar and Blue Star to be honest. Because like it depends on when you want to add. I was just adding loads and loads of just animals, and then it got to a point where I was like, this is funny to me, but it is getting a little old. So I stopped that. Let me do fluffier feet. Oh yeah, I found out my local cinema is gonna be showing Digital Circus, which is wild to me because I'm not, I don't watch Digital Circus, so I'm not up to date with the lore, but I know that people were pissed that it was showing in some American cinemas and nowhere else, which I totally understood because it's like, it was a miracle that something indie goes into cinemas at all. And it's based in America, right? So, you know, most of the fans are America, whatever. But people actually put the work in and they got cinemas elsewhere to show it, which is amazing. But not only that, my local cinema's really little. It's, I mean, it's part of a chain, but like a very like artsy funky chain, and it's only got 2 screens. And usually when something interesting is on, they kind of skip our cinema because it's so little. So my surprise when I saw that they're gonna play Digital Circus there, I'm like, wow, the fans did good. The fans did real good. They were shitty at first. Their attitude was bullshit, but they put in the work. I'm not, what's the word? I'm not forgiving their attitude, but they did good. What a horrible week that was for animation though. Fans were just being so shit. They were being so shit about Digital Circus and they were being so shit about Avatar. I would be so curious to know what the audience is like. Yeah, I mean I live in like Nepo Baby land. So I'm imagining it's just kids and their extremely rich, extremely confused parents. Is what I'm imagining. Kids who have already inherited 3 houses. Oh, half a shite, what's going on? Friend and some people I know brought me a dead cormorant? No way, I love cormorants. We skimmed him together, all was well, but now I gotta do the rest alone. I can't even put it off because the freezer is full. I've been running on no sleep and vodka for 2 days. Probably shouldn't, but at least I'll get taxidermy cormorant out of this. Sorry, just had to complain. It's a big bird, a stinky bird. A lot of work. Most birds are waterproof. These guys are not. The feathers are soaked and need washing. Cormorants aren't waterproof? I guess they swim, don't they? Because I mostly just see them fanning their wings. But yeah, they dive for fish, don't they? Surely that means they need to be more waterproof, but does that... How weird that they're not waterproof. How cool though, because cormorants are one of my favourite birds, so that would be incredible to have a taxidermy cormorant. Oh my god, it will be worth it, I promise. I'm just imagining a huge dead cormorant in your freezer. My friends and I are going to binge the show next weekend to prepare for the cinema. I'm already wondering how many ibuprofens I have to take. Probably a lot. I've heard it's very good though. I've heard the story is very good, so probably none. Maybe you'll be alright. Note the fact that they are not waterproof allows them to dive deeper. Okay, I thought that had something to do with it. But it's weird, isn't it? So when they're diving, they must get very cold. I don't know. That's like a penguin not being waterproof. They just get completely sodden. Is that why they're sunning all the time? They're like drying off their wings. Where's my music gone? That's why they often stand with wings spread out to dry. Ah. Ah. it will make sense. I thought it might be like some sort of fishing thing, but no, they never do it over the water too much, do they? There we go. The YouTube decided to pause itself. Cool. Sorry, I've gotten very distracted by Discord all of a sudden. Why did I open this? Now I'm reading stuff. Ren sent a very good art. Now I'm looking at it. Let me just reshare it. Inspo. There we go. Okay, where's my chat gone? Here it is. No, it's not about it being bad, just a lot happening with many colours and talkie. Right, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It is animated. It does look like it's like 60 FPS. Like it moves a bit too much, you know what I mean? I see my post enchanted you. Yeah, exactly. I was also looking at the bag that someone posted before that and I was like, oh, those are nice bags. I'm very into my bags for some reason, so I was passionately looking at these bags. Okay, Archivist, I think we finished your little guy. Let me know if I've missed anything. I love the Amazing Digital Circus, but if you're gonna binge it, definitely have some ibuprofen. Okay, there you go. You heard it there, right there. Hilarious. Alright, let's see if the other invoice is paid. Paid up. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pardon me, sorry if you can hear my body noises. No, not good. Okay, everyone's all paid up. I'm gonna send 2 more invoices to you since we're on the last one that's paid. So next is Valpazian. Oh shit! I know this character. Oh, I love this character. This cat. I see them on Twitter sometimes. I adore this design. I'm very happy to draw them. Oh my goodness. How did I not recognize your name? Alright. Let's send this one. That's for 2 full bodies. Okay, what's the second full body? Oh yeah, Spit. We've had this one sent in before, but we didn't quite get around to it, so thank you for coming to try again. Multiple customers, there we go. Full body. Off they go. Alright, so now we're doing Raki with Jedediah. A wolf. Very pretty wolf. I love stripy legs. It's very prehistoric. Is it 2 eyes? Yeah, it was. Okay. Wearing a cowboy hat. Yeah. Yeah, wearing a cowboy hat. Let's go. Okay. Cowboy hat. I have drawn cowboy hats before. I used to have a cowboy phase. I did not draw a lot of cowboys, but I drew a hat here and there. Let's see if I remember. It's like, what? Like that. Cowboy hat. Let's make sure I'm getting it right. And don't ruin American culture. Yeah, that'll do. They have like the little pinch on the side, right? That's what that wiggle is for. It's like the whiniest song ever, I love it. Yeah, exactly, primitive horse breeds. That's where I was going. I was like, stripy legs are usually very like prehistoric. When people do recolors of like cave lions and stuff, they usually give them some stripy legs as well. This was meant to be like a fluff, but because I can't quite fit the fluff in, I'm gonna make the head a bit flatter so it's looks less strange there. My son! No problem. We walking this dog? We walking cowboy dog? They were walking cowboy dog. I wish a lot of dogs wore cowboy hats, like just dogs that you see out and about. I think it suits them. German Shepherds especially are very cowboy-esque. They got the vibes. Giant bear wolf dog, yes. Yes. That's what I like to hear. An obscenely giant dog. Big dog, big dog. Pop. Alright. Time to color big dog. Big dog, big dog. Alright. Do the blocking with this brush. So it's less heavy on my hand. I love the chalky brush, but it does get a bit strainy. You're playing Monster Hunter, I'm locked in. Oh, no problem at all. It's nice to, be background noise, you know, a lot of people join and they're like, I'm gonna work on my stuff while you work on your stuff, and I'm like, hell yeah. We're stuff working together. I've been rewatching Scrubs recently, because we only just got around to seeing the new 2026 season. And I really liked it. I thought it felt just like old Scrubs to me. Except, oh my god, the men, not the men, some of them have aged terribly. Well, not terribly, but like, JD, he's definitely aged. But like, I like that they've aged gracefully. Like, they haven't pumped themselves full of plastic surgery or anything, like celebrities tend to do. But yeah, it felt great, and it's only 9 episodes, and I was just like, oh. I remember when old TV had like 20 episodes to a season, and now it's more like 9. And it's like, but it still feels like old Scrubs, so surely it wasn't too expensive to make. Maybe just everyone has much bigger salaries now, because they're like older and more famous, but I was like, no, I want more, and like, who knows if they'll ever make more because of how TV is these days, you know, it's so allergic to being renewed. It's like, no, we tried that, we're moving on to something else. And it's like, and it feels like film is the opposite, where everything's a sequel. It's like, give us more seasons of current shows and give us more original movies, come on. Well, we've had to have some decent original movies too, but you know what I mean. So it was going in a good direction, and they kind of made it a little bit cliffhangery, so I'm like, they better make more. Having a good time. So after that I started rewatching old Scrubs again. And it's perfect, because it's the, you know, the exact kind of silly background humor that's good for, well, silly humor that's good for working in the background, you know, you don't have to pay too much attention. You've kind of seen most of it before, so it's, you know, don't have to pay too much attention there. And it's very nostalgic. I last watched it when I was like a teenager. So now I'm watching it from a completely different part of life, so I find it way more relatable. It's just a perfect background show at the moment. And there's so much of it too. Back when there was just a million episodes of every TV show ever. Yeah, I didn't realize how much I missed it. When I was watching it the first time, I actually got into it because I had my first heartbreak. Oh! And I wanted a big, long show to take my mind off of it, and that was perfect. So it was big and long, and also like it was funny, so I could melt into that a little bit. But it was also, you know, it had its nice sappy moments that you kind of need to feel human again, you know. It was perfect for that. But yeah, it's strange watching it now when the last time I watched it I was like a broken-hearted 16-year-old. Feels the same and yet different in so many ways. Cats when an activity requires 0 cats. For you it's cormorants. Everywhere you look, you're gonna be haunted by that cormorant now. You're gonna see that cormorant everywhere you look. Western dogs always make me think of Skylar's shut eye animatic. Oh shit. I've not seen that. I feel like I gotta. Brushy gradient looks beautiful. Thank you. I love this brush. This brush hates me, but I love this brush. It's a nice way to do like soft gradients without it being too blobby. Like it's very sandy instead, which I like. Speaking of TV, I started watching This Is Going to Hurt. Oh shit, I forgot I recommended that. And I had to phone up on the treadmill. I had the phone up on the treadmill and had to put it down several times due to an unexpected nudity. Yeah. It's not a fun watch, that one. I think it was good, but it's not it's very depressing. Like when I watched The Pit and then went back to rewatch that, I was like, this is disgusting. Like the hospitals in American shows look so pristine and so beautiful. And then the NHS is like behind a dumpster. with rats living there. That kind of vibe. I'm excited to keep watching. I'm glad you're liking it. I hope you don't hate it. It's quite short. I think they wanted to make more because the guy, it's based off a book and the guy wrote 3 books, I think. But again, with TV, it just, they just don't seem to want to renew anything. I think it did well too because it was popular at the time. I think it came out during COVID. I think that's why. Probably why it didn't get renewed as well. TBH. This is one of those songs I know off by heart, and yet I don't know where it's from. I figure it's just being, from being old and in a city. Yeah, it takes place in London. Pretty sure. Yeah, it is old and in a city. The NHS is very old. But the NHS is very poor, is the thing, because it's all like government funded. And the government, it's expensive to, you know, subsidize, and every new government is obsessed with the idea of cutting it. Because it costs so much money to run, but it's kind of important to have it there, you know. Healthcare's kind of nice. So every sort of new evil government seems to want to privatize it. They want to sell it off to their buddies and then not have to subsidize it anymore, but they're very quiet about it, you know. They're like, oh, the public won't like this, so we'll just say that we're, you know, supporting our key workers or whatever, and then we'll very quietly sell it off. Like we did with water and trains and electricity in the 80s. By the way, we had like publicly subsidized a lot of things, like housing, public amenities, travel, and then this bitch called Margaret Thatcher took over. You might have heard of her, I don't know. She's like... She's such a demon in UK history that I don't know if other countries have heard of her, but she sold off a lot of that shit for, you know, short-term profit for her government, and now of course we've been in fuckland ever since. We've been in the land of bullshit since then. But yeah, anyway, NHS is in big trouble, but we love it and support it still, because it's... We want it there. Like it, we like it. It's great for when you're about to die. Like, the NHS works so fast if you're close to death. Like, one of the friends I was talking to yesterday, she had infected kidney once, and they sorted that shit out, like, immediately. Usually wait times for the NHS are, like... If you're, like, injured and bleeding, you have to wait for, like, hours and hours and hours. But if you're, like, on the brink of death, they'll see you within 5 minutes. And both of my parents, this is something I probably have to look forward to in my future, both of my parents have had detached retinas. And that got sorted so quick, because if you don't fix that quickly, you can get blindness in that eye. So hopefully I don't get that, but 2 out of 2 parents have had it now. But yeah, they sorted that shit out real fast, so I'm like... You know, we complain about it, but... It's pretty nice to have it. We want to keep having it, you know. Which is why we're so terrified of... I mean, same with every country, so terrified of certain governments getting in, because if we lose the NHS, that's like fucking it. That's it. That's endgame for us. Detached what? Detached retina. So, you know, like, your eye sort of separates. I guess. It's something like vision goes really blurry in one eye because the retina's sort of come off. And if you don't fix it quick, you can be blind in that eye because it can get damaged. So I think they called up like 999 and were like, hey, my eye's doing this thing, and they were like, stay right the fuck there, and they like ran. Don't like that. Yeah, me neither. And one of them, my dad had it during COVID too, so it was even scarier, but they were still nice and quick. What a guy, what a guy. I think we've done this guy. Cowboy man. My friend's brother had that. Blunt trauma caused it though. Oh my god, that's even worse. That's even scarier. Or actually, I don't know. With both of my parents, it was just random. It just happened one day. Like one day their vision was really blurry, like really suddenly, like popped off. Yeah, actually I don't know what's worse. I suppose you'd be more injured if it's from blunt trauma. But if it happens randomly, it's more unexpected and scary. My Discord chat doesn't believe me that I saw the Great Wave painting in real life. Problem is you can't take pictures of it because they don't allow it, so I can't prove it either. Yeah, nice design, isn't it, Jay? It's a banger, this one. Thank you for sending them in. Alright, let me check the other invoices. The Great Wave was really small, right? Yeah, it was really small. It's like A5. Whereas a lot of Hokusai's other art pieces were quite large, maybe like A3. He had a lot of like sketchbooky things, not proper sketchbooks because it was a long time ago, but like a lot of A4 sketchy things. But it's funny which paintings get famous, right? Like the Wave of all things. I really like, so it was part of his like Fuji series. I really like, this is another famous one, but I really like this one. The red and the blue is very yummy. I like in the way Fuji's there in the background, like photo bombing, like, hey, I'm here too, you know. This is a nice one. This is very clean, extremely clean. But yeah, they put this on everything out there too. I'm pretty sure I have like a hand towel with that on it or something. But I got a postcard from this exhibition. It's like a pheasant. Because of course I managed to find some of the animals that he drew. No, not peasant. And bought that. No, not this one. But it was so gorgeous. And he had another one of like a hawk, but unfortunately there were no prints of that. But there was like a little postcard of this pheasant that he drew, and it was so stunning. I was like, man could draw. Bro could draw so good. Maybe Phoenix would be better. See, it's so unpopular. It's not this either. It's similar to this, but this isn't it. It's so unpopular, it's not even here. It just looks like a sketch, like it's not a finished piece or anything. This is it. This one. It's so pretty. And I'm like, oh, with the text on it too. And I still have it in my journal, sort of just slid in there. But like they had a postcard of this, and I was like, that is what is I want that. I saw the Mona Lisa once. Oh, I've been to Paris then. A lot of people there were feeling underwhelmed. Yeah, a lot of people do feel underwhelmed about Mona Lisa and Paris in general. I feel like they don't understand how good that painting is. Yeah, a lot of people who know famous paintings and go to see them don't actually really appreciate art that much. They just want to see something famous, right? So they go see Mona Lisa, they take a picture and they move on. And they don't really know the depth of it. Like, I don't know the history of the Mona Lisa that much, but like, its weight is crazy. Like, I've been to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, and that's a really good one, because it goes through like his whole life story and has some of his most famous paintings in there, and that's really, really good. Hi, Synodor! Was it you? I saw you post your wallet that you painted a dinosaur on, and it looks really good. Are you going to... You said you were going to DinoCon with that? Oh, I just realised I didn't colour them the cheeks. I didn't know you were going to DinoCon. I'll probably see you there. I'm going to have my wares there. I hope I can attend some lectures too, because they're really good. I hope I have time to actually listen to stuff. Thank you, Reki. The thing with the Mona Lisa is also its history and how it got stolen twice. Oh shit. So I actually know very little about the Mona Lisa, I'm not gonna lie. Was never even close to France, but the painting travelled. God, that's risky, isn't it? I wonder if they'll do that again. Alright, everyone's paid up, thank you guys. I'm excited for this one. I've always wanted to draw this character, so I'm glad that you sent them in. I think their shape is perfect. The ears, the tummy fluff, the tail. So good. Has tried house cat food before and really liked it. I wonder what brand. Okay. Valpazian. You'll have to forgive me if I pronounce your name wrong. Is it Valpazian? Valpazian? Thank you. I am not as a vendor, but someday I'd like to apply. I just gave it a go just to see, and I was surprised they accepted me because they say you need to have 75% dinosaur merch, and I do not, which is why I'm probably going to go on a bit of a dinosaur painting spree beforehand, but your stuff would totally get in, it's gorgeous. One of the talks at DinoCon this year is going to be about dinosaurs and animation. No way! Oh shit! Who's hang on, DinoCon. I see you've been hanging around, Bear Yi. You're in here. Hi, Crunchy. We're talking about DinoCon. They need accommodation for vendors. What's on event schedule? I haven't actually looked at the event schedule yet. They have a cosplay competition again. That was really awkward when I went, because back before it was DinoCon, it was quite little, and it was mostly scientists and like autistic people, because, you know, we're like dinosaurs' biggest fans, and the cosplay competition was like some people looked incredible and some people just had like a tail, and it was like, oh bless. Terrible Lizards, Sujud, Secret Lives of Dinosaurs. Oh, Dean Lomax, yeah, he was there when I was last there. Spinosaurus. Beginner Paleo Workshop. I think my friend might be doing that one. Dodo and Dinosaur Workshop? Do you get to make a dodo? I want to make a dodo. Advanced Paleo Art Workshop. Okay, so I went to one of the Paleo Art Workshops before and I felt so out of my depth. Because everyone is like incredible realism. And here I was sort of just kind of guessing anatomy. And I just felt really silly. I hope we get to go to some of these. The DinoCon had a cosplay competition. Yeah, it was mostly people dressed as like you know, Dr. Grant and Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. And then a few people dressed up as dinosaurs. Someone had a thylacine fursuit, which I was obsessed with. This fursuit was gorgeous. And I was like, a thylacine of all things? That is so sick. No, Spinos are not generic at all. They're like so sick. I have a soft spot for Spinosaurids because you find a lot of them in the UK. So they feel like a local guy. I want to make a dodo. Back when I was 8, a classmate packed herself dog food for lunch. Apparently her parents forgot and she was clueless. Oh, that's really sad. Packed herself dog food. I do have a picture of the thylacine suit too, but it's from years ago, so I don't think I'd be able to find it very quickly. Art exhibition. Quiz. Oh, the quiz was good fun. You'll have to tell me when the animation talk is on, Bayu. My old fursuit maker recently made a thylacine. Oh shit, yeah, show me. The person who made this suit, for a living, they make dinosaur plushes. Or at least, like, you know, prehistoric plushes, so I knew they'd do an absolutely banger job. Alright. Sorry, I went off on a dinosaur tangent. It happens. I'll have to make specifically an alert on screen that's like warning dinosaur tangent. Last year a Sinosauropteryx fursuit won? Oh shit, if you can find pictures and the artist, I'd love to see. I love that Sinosauropteryx has become a bit of a mascot because they're so cute. They're like a red panda raptor, aren't they? A friend of mine is participating in a dinosaur stamp rally at MCM, which I'm very, very sad I'm missing. Because one of the prizes is, by them, is a Sinosauropteryx watercolor print. And it looks real nice, and I might ask them if they can save me one, because it's really, really nice. I'm so sad that the one time I'm not going, there's a natural history stamp rally. I'm like, for God's sake, finally stamp rallies I'm interested in, you know. I can't call their names to mind, but I recognize them. They are... I think they're just called paleo plushes. They did a thylacine plush that I really wanted, but I just couldn't justify the cost. Like, it's very fair price, because, you know, it's handmade, but it's not cheap. Yeah, here we go. They're paleo plushes. Are these guys? They have a Sinosauropteryx as well. I just saw it. They have a lot of fish, which I appreciate. They love their fish. Here we go. They make these guys. You know, it's like printed fabric, but I have a Archaeopteryx from them because one time so most of these they make by hand, which is why they're so expensive. But one time they did an Archaeopteryx with like outsourcing to a factory, so it was like £30. And I got that guy, and he is beloved. He's like my favorite thing ever. Oh, look at the number! Oh. It's okay, dinosaurs are peak. Thank you, I'm glad you understand. But yeah, look, they do life-size thylacines. That's insane. I want this on my bed. Could you imagine? I'm not huge on the printed fabric, but I mean, they look really good. Don't we both have an Archaeopteryx from the— oh, you do have the same Archaeopteryx, yeah! Yeah, the wire tail is really good. Oh, did you send the— oh my god, they're so pretty! Oh, I love the styling! Hound's teeth. I feel like I recognize this person. this person's name. Oh, I love the style. I'm trying to... I reckon Paleo Plush is probably... So Paleo Plush's one was a lot more realistic. Are they on Instagram? They're on Blue Sky. Hang on. We're going on a tangent again. Paleo Plush. I wonder if they have their suit posted somewhere. Because it's a gorgeous suit and it feels like they wore it once and never posted it again. And I'm very sad about it. Oh, I can't. It'll probably be on their website, won't it? Where are they? I thought they moved to Blue Sky. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, they made one suit. They didn't sell it. It was just for themselves, but it was really good. And I don't know if they ever posted it ever again. Dinosaur's animation talk is at 4:30 at Palace. It's right after Dinosaur talk. Oh, I'm so sad I might be missing so much. Thank you, I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna sneeze again, hang on. I'm seeing if I can find the suit. Oh my god, they did a piebald thylacine. Look at this. Oh, so sick. Can I just search? You can't search individual Twitters, can you? Can you? Oh, the scarf on that one looks nice. So I saw their suit years ago. Oh, sniff, sniff. They must sell a decent amount of fish, because they make a lot of them. Oh, that's very good. Alright, I don't want to waste too much. Oh, rats! Rats! I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. But it was really good. Trust me. Do you remember what year they wore / made the suit? I last went, I think it was like 2023, probably. 3 dots below their banner. Okay. How did I not see that? Suit. Oh, for God's sake. Don't tell me nothing's come out when you do suit. Oh shit, they sold it! Here it is! Look how good it looks. 2023, yeah, they said, because Dinocon used to be called TetsuCon, that's where I last went. And they wore it there, and they sold it! No! I wonder how much it sold for. No! I can't believe they sold it. I'd be wearing that every day. I suppose because they make plushes all the time, this is like easy for them. Insane. Anyway. Sorry, back to drawing. Hi Sylvia, thank you. Same, I absolutely love Animal Crossing, so I'll always have like, I'll have Animal Crossing music playing a lot of the time. I absolutely love it. I feel like these ears need to be bigger, don't they? Expand ear. I guess when Nintendo had funny music in their menus, you know. Computer execute ear expansion protocol. Yes. Yes. Very important. Let's try not tangent this. Boop. Boop. Oops. Boop. Oh, just the shapes on this guy are so good. I'm obsessed. I feel like anyone who wants to learn to draw cats needs to look at this guy, because they've like perfectly executed the weird rectangularness of cats, and you know, the slanted sort of this type body shape on cats, you know, where it's like elephant like. Very little dainty little shoulders and like a lot of flesh going on down in the bottom half. It's very satisfying. Question, do you have a favorite Animal Crossing villager? I do! It's Punchy! I love Punchy. He's on my Tomodachi Island as well. But, I actually, so you know on the Switch, the like members shop offers different like profile pictures every month or so. The Animal Crossing, with the Animal Crossing ones, the villages that they offer, they change it depending, they offer them depending on what month is their birth month. And Punchy's birth month is in April, so you can get his profile picture in April. Now when I first learned this, it's like 2020 when the game came out, I was like, alright, I'll wait till April and I'll get Punchy then. April came and went and I completely forgot. So I was like, okay, next time. April came and went, completely forgot. Next time, April came and went, completely forgot, etc, etc. I only just got him this year. The year of our Lord 2026. So finally I have a Punchy profile picture 6 years after the bloody game came out. And I've never been prouder. I finally have him. And it took extra effort to get him too, because the game's so bloody old. The Animal Crossing things are like hidden now, so you have to play the game and then they pop up again. So, yeah, that. You just call me nifty, I'm very flattered. Oh, hi Pidgey! I remember when I first posted Suntuft, I had so many people commenting on how much they love his primordial pouch. Yes, it's the pouch. The pouch is so good. Primordial pouch is probably my favorite cat feature. They're very satisfying, aren't they? They're very satisfying shape. I always think like I need to come up with a name for it or something, but I always feel like with certain animals they have a tell, you know, like how when you draw them, if you draw the specific thing on them, suddenly it looks like them. Like for example on big cats, I think it's the big dark pigment around their lips, you know, like in the corner of their mouth. Like tigers especially have it. Once you draw that in, they suddenly very much look like a big cat. And with cats, I feel like it's the pouch. Like once you draw that in, it suddenly very much looks like a cat. Like if you struggle to differentiate your canine bodies and your feline bodies, just adding the pouch in goes a long, long way, I think. With dogs, I feel like it's they have like a very round hind leg, I feel like. I'm not great at dogs, so I haven't figured out a good one for dogs yet, but... Also the little chin. The little chin, that was it with dogs. They have such a weak chin. And I feel like a lot of people, when they draw dogs with strong chins, it looks more human-like. They do them with a proper chin. The lynx... lynx have big chins and they have a very big nose, like a big, like, round nose. And like servals, they have that stripe on their nose. Cheetahs obviously have the tear stripes, and then it instantly looks cheetah. They also have quite a heavy brow. Like a lot of animals have their tail, and like elephants, they have that same, this kind of body shape like I mentioned. They have the very like heavy hind quarters. Stuff like that. I love finding stuff like that, because it's like, oh, suddenly it very much looks like that animal. Birds, I think it's like, they have more of a back of the head than we think. So I still make this mistake all the time, but you know when you like draw a bird, you might do the eye there. I used to always, you know, make the head go back way earlier than it should. But really they go like way far back, like back here. And of course it's a little bit S-shaped. But I find this space here is quite important for birds. Whenever I forget about it, which is often, it looks like a cartoon, like it looks like a child's drawing all of a sudden. It's very strange. Dog fur shrink wraps their muscles. Yeah, dogs can be quite lanky. Dogs are very stiff. Oh my god, no worries, sad pot of salt. Yeah, I figured it's like Nifty also streams a lot. I'm very flattered. I think they have their stream now actually, don't they? I felt bad when I started this one because I didn't realise I was doing it at the same time. But it's like, Sunday's a pretty good time. I can't really switch it off from Sundays. But they understood, so that's fine. Yeah, dogs have very pointy feet as well, don't they? Excellent shaped creature. Cormorant skull. They have an extra bone bit back there. You're right! Oh. Do other birds not have that then? Why is that there? Do you know? How cool that you're doing cormorant taxidermy. I wish I could like watch. I once watched, so one of my favorite YouTube channels is Brain Scoop. And they did a whole video on skinning a wolf. And you know, it's grim for someone who's not used to taxidermy. But I found it very cool that they did a video on that, because that's very risky, you know, to put online. But I found it so fascinating. Like, they show you the whole process, and Ellie Grassley, I want to say her name is? I can't believe I forgot her name. I loved her, but she's so what's the word? Like energetic and like her like enthusiastic, and it's contagious, and just her like very delightfully skinning a wolf was just very very fun. Yeah, of course you know Brain Scoop, yeah. Do you know why birds, or some birds, have that? I forget what it's called, but you know the bone around the eye? Like here. I think it's the coolest thing ever. It makes their skulls look really awesome. This like orbital bone. Do you know why they have that? Opening the stomach was a bold move. Ugh. Yeah, I remember that. I haven't watched it in a long time. I should go back and rewatch it. Yeah, I forgot about fish. Like, I literally was at the museum a few days ago and they had a big swordfish skeleton and it had that. So it must be useful if it's evolved twice. Honestly, I forgot that eyes always look like blueberries. Oh, yummy. In owls, it's a whole tube. Ugh. God, owls are so freaky. I know their ears are like horrible as well, aren't they? Is to allow the muscles around their eye to change quickly when they're suddenly changing altitude air pressure. Oh, that's very smart. That's very smart and makes sense. Maybe if a bone around your eyes, your sclera wouldn't detach. Yeah, maybe humans should have that and we wouldn't have detached retinas. Good God. Seems like a you problem. Humans. Alright, next is KCW9 and we're gonna send that invoice for sad pot of salt. That is a cool feature. Aren't animals sick as hell? Yeah, don't worry, Mira, I got what you meant. Scleral ring, that's it. God, imagine how tiny a sparrow's one would be. Oh my goodness. Oh, tiny, teeny, tiny scleral ring. But like on velociraptors, like it looks so cool. I feel very basic because velociraptors are like my favorite dinosaur, but of course when you say that, people think it's because of Jurassic Park, and I'm like, no, it's not because of Jurassic Park, it's because they're like a little bird guy. They're like perfect pet size. They have a really sort of just pleasing narrow skull, like a long rectangular skull. Prehistoric Planet did them real good. They were real sexy on Prehistoric Planet, and it's like, I love that animal, but I feel like you can't say Velociraptor because you sound basic as hell. So usually I say Bambi Raptor because it's another little raptor. It's a very cute name, and also it's like a call to animation as well. But velociraptors are like perfect pet size. They're like the size of like a big, like not a big cat, a big domestic cat, right? I think. Velociraptor. People say it's like a turkey size? Small dog size, maybe? Again, I Google it and of course get Jurassic Park Velociraptor. Skeleton. Like, look at the shape of this. This is just the best shaped animal ever. Look at this spindly little skull. And the scleral ring. Like, oh, it just makes it look so cool. But you can't fucking say that, because you sound like a basic bitch. Look at him! But I need a guy to stand next to it, because I forget. Size is W. Yes, you look perfect pet size. Small dog but long, yeah. Oh, don't worry, Sadpot, you don't need to leave a tip at all. People are just... It's just a very nice bonus for me, you don't need to. Thank you. Look at this! Perfect. Because like even the bigger, cooler raptors, I think they're big and cool, but I think velociraptors... I want him. I like him. I want to make a hand puppet of Velociraptor one day to take to cons. And pretend that he's like sleeping in my arms or something. But yeah, like... Oh, this is Deinonychus. So some places I put an emphasis on the non. And some on the die. So I never know. Deinonychus. They're both fun to say. This just makes me want to play Path of Titans again. Anyway, we're talking about dinosaurs again. Shouldn't be doing that. Borzois are fantastic. Yes, they're a very velociraptor-esque dog. Raptors have such round noses. I never know how to draw their noses for that reason. It's kind of a forbidden area for me. I'm like, I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, we're on to Spit next. Who is this guy? Let me just get his ref. I love this reference. It's very fun. Alright. Be creative and have fun. Very dynamic character who is very expressive. Anything works, but he's a mischievous little guy. Okay. Path of Titans gang! I do miss it. I had some friends who started playing it and I wanted to play with them, but it was around the time I started coming off of it, you know? And I feel bad. I'm like, I didn't stop playing because of you guys, it just so happened that that was around the time I was getting a bit tired of it. I made a good friend on Path of Titans too, and they'd help me grow some of the more difficult dinosaurs. And then I stopped playing, and I feel like I need to send them a message and be like, hey, I'm not dead, hope you're doing well, you know, because we would talk every day for weeks. So... I feel bad for just, you know, sort of dropping off the face of the earth just because I don't play dinosaur game anymore. Mischievous guy. Oh, actually, I've gotta... Kinda want him, like... Kinda sticking his tongue out like this. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, big sneeze. Thank you, I've been wanting your art since I was like 11, now in my 20s I'm honored I could finally snatch commission. Oh, thank you! Man, thanks for being patient. I'm drawing way too big again. Oh, by the way, when these are done, I send them in a email at the end of the stream for anyone here who's new. So you'll get the full res after the stream is done. One ear is taller than the other. Tend to do that a lot. Miso has been very quiet. I hope he's not dead. Okay, now I need to skedaddle because I have truly locked in on Monster Hunter now. Thanks so much for drawing Suntuff. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Thank you so much for sending them. And good luck with Monster Hunter. I appreciate you coming in. Just gonna close my blinds real quick. And see if Miso's still alive. Hello, kitten. Are you still alive? Hello. Oh, big yawn. Hello, smelly kitten. Hello, smelly kitten. I do worry I'm depressing him sometimes, because he does sleep a lot. He'll have his big moments of zoomies in the morning. And just before bed. And then he sleeps. And I'm like, oh, I hope you don't have a boring life, my son. The idea was to get you outside on the harness. But you hated it, so... kind of... went off of that idea. Off. Okay. Sorry, pardon me. Sniff, sniff. Oh, hang on. Sniff again. Yeah, I think he has finally sort of outgrown his kittenhood a little bit. They say it lasts till they're like 2 years old, right? And he's just getting there. He's 2 in August. It does feel bad though, because I feel like cats aren't actually meant to sleep for ages and ages. They only do because like they have nothing else to do. But even my outdoor cats when I was growing up would sleep a lot, so I don't know. Feel free to correct the drawing at any time, by the way. If it sucks or you want to change the pose or anything. I feel like the music got very loud all of a sudden, hang on. I hope that's still audible. Okay. I've awoken the beast now. He's gotten up. He's like, you want me to not be dead? I'll not be dead, alright. I know, he's almost 2 already. It's really weird and scary, and it's like, oh, but he'll always be a little kitten to me. I don't want him to grow up. But it is nice for him to be out of his insane kitten stage, because that was a lot. Yeah, I think cats, they do sleep a lot, but I think pet cats do. At least I don't know where I heard this from, so it's probably bullshit, but like a lot of domestic cats shouldn't really be sleeping as long as they do. They just kind of do that because they're bored. But I can't remember where I heard that from, so. As long as they're fulfilling their like instincts, I guess, like hunting play and that sort of thing. Hunting type play, I mean. Hello, there he is! Oh, I missed a chunk in his ear. I don't know why this memory in particular, but I remember the Discord discussions on letterbox colours. Oh, that feels so long ago now. That letterbox is still held up. I'm very happy with it. Because I did want to get a stainless steel letterbox, and I was like, maybe in the future. Like, now, you know, let's not go too crazy. I don't even know if he likes a hooded letterbox, you know. And it's still good now. It doesn't stink yet. Because the reason why I didn't want a plastic one is that they retain smell in the plastic, but it hasn't yet, so that's pretty good. Or at least not to my human nose, but he doesn't seem to mind it. He's had very few accidents. He's had 2 accidents that I can remember. And always when someone's here visiting. Always. Oh, no problem, Casey Wild. Let me know if there's anything I need to change as I go. Now suddenly the music's super quiet. I seem to remember that with this playlist. Please tell me you guys can hear the music so it's not just me on my own. Oh, I had a victory. A cat-based victory this week. There's Zoo Plus, which is the website that I buy cat food and toys and stuff from. It's like, sort of like Chewy, but for Europe. They have a point system where, you know, when you spend money, you earn points, and then you can use the points to buy other stuff. And I'd almost saved up enough points to get this big a food puzzle, because Miso likes his food puzzles. He's very good at them, so I like to get him food puzzles to try and entertain him while I'm working. And I'd almost saved up enough to get this big one, but it was always just out of reach. Like, as soon as I got close, I'd have a bunch of points expire and I'd be set back again. But this week, they had a thing on where they're like, oh, our rewards shop is 20% off. And I was like, oh shit, does that mean I can finally afford this thing? And I was 10 points away from this thing. This thing was 1,250 points. I had 10 points off of that. And I was like, fuck. So this thing was only on for a week, this 20% off deal. And I was like, there's no way I'm buying enough to get that, 13 points. Having it delivered and then having to make another order just so I can get this, after I've received the points. That means buying shipping twice and doing 2 separate delivery, like that's too annoying. And I'm only 10 points away, so I was like, maybe if I ask really nicely, they can just gift me the points. So I gave it a try. I emailed them, I contacted customer service, and I was like, hey, listen, I've been a long time customer, I love you guys. There's this thing that I want, I'm 10 points away, could you just give me the points and like refund, and let's take the points away from me later, you know, like, don't award me points later or something. And they were like, alright, for an act of goodwill, we'll give you the points. And I was like, yes! So I got this thing, and I'm so excited. I hope it's good. But I've been saving for this thing for like 2 years. Because it's way too expensive without the points. I couldn't in good conscience. It was like £17, and I'm like, that's quite a lot for like some plastic. So such a victory. I finally got this thing. There's nothing else I really want on that reward shop that's that expensive. So now I can live in peace, knowing that I never have to chase up points ever again. Enormous feeling. Incredibly good feeling. I've won. I win. Finch, I feel like you could get a job by walking to a student and say, hey, listen, I don't actually have that much charisma, but I'm very good at being nice to customer service. So like, whenever I have a problem, I can usually nice my way out of it. Like, so we once paid for like £100 worth of groceries to be delivered and it never arrived. And we launched an investigation and they were like, nope, it arrived. And so my partner was like, alright, I'm gonna issue a chargeback. And I was like, no, wait. Let me try them first. Because like a chargeback can work, but they want you to, you know, do as much as you can before that happens, right? And it can affect your credit, whatever. I was like, let me try first. And I did. And I was just really nice to them on the phone. I think the accent helps. I've got like, my customer service accent is a little bit posh, maybe. So I could do a bit of that. And it always works. If you're nice to them, if you're really sweet, but like not a pushover, sweet but stern, usually you can get what you want. Like once I actually I was updating my show reel and there was this show I was on and my favorite shot I did for it I never saved and I was like, oh fuck, where am I gonna get that? So I found the show online and I had to get like a fucking Now TV account or something. And I thought I could just buy a month worth of this account, watch it, and then that's fine. I've just spent £5 on it, it's okay. But I accidentally, like an idiot, signed up for the minimum 6-month plan, which was a bit cheaper. So I was fooled by a smaller number, you know. Their plan worked of tricking people. And I was like, fuck, I'm not paying for 6 months worth of this fucking thing. And I was newly unemployed, and I did not have money to spare. So I got into like a chat thing with them, and I was like, look, I can't pay that. This was a mistake. And I was just really nice to them, and they cancelled it and refunded me. I didn't expect the refund, so that was really nice. So yeah, usually, if you're just very, very sweet to customer service, they'll usually do it. How much is it normally? It's £17. It was way too much. Put your CV on their desk, yeah. So I have a friend who could rizz his way into any job, but that's not me. This music's gotten very loud again. This playlist is no good. Let me skip it. There we go. Well, yeah, usually I would say customer service voice, but like a lot of the customer service will either like be in northern England or outside the country altogether. So if you ring them up with like a posh southern accent like I have, then they kind of know, well, they know, they kind of assume I could be a bit of a Karen, you know? Yeah, usually you just have a customer service voice. Here you go, Miso. Go get it. I've got a cup of dry food next to me he was trying to get at. Oh, I just keep knocking food into my bag. Oh, I don't really want you doing that. That's why I keep finding bits of dry food in my bag, is it? Gross. Gross, kitten. Oh, it's fine. Oh, thank you. I do this doodle style on streams for that reason, because I can tend to do it quite quick. I hope I'm doing his markings right. I'm looking at the full reference on my top screen. I know, I always, around summertime, I usually replay Stardew. I think the nice summer vibe gets me wanting to go back. I have such a stark memory of it being a heat wave and it's absolutely sweltering outside. It's like melting. I'm wearing shorts and a little top and my desk is in my mum's conservatory, so it's very hot. And I'm playing Stardew and it's the dead of winter in Stardew and it just felt so good. It's like, oh, perfect. What a good summer that was. Oh, your wife was Emily. I was with Leia, the artist. I play Stardew every Sunday with friends. We're about to pivot to another game for a bit. Yeah, it's amazing the amount of gameplay you can get with Stardew, but you do need breaks here and there, I feel. I only just did Ginger Island last year. I put it off for so long because I found it kind of overwhelming and annoying, having to keep going back and forth and like there's so much to do there. But you know, once I got the hang of it, it was fine, but like the Skull Cavern is just too hard, I can't be fucked. I can't remember if there's anything else I had to do. Sad pot of salt is next. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got room for 2 more if anyone wants one. If not, no worries. Oh, hi Galaxy Child. Nice for you to say hi. Okay, sad pot of salt. Now this is the one I said wow to earlier. I've been saying wow to a lot of characters because they're all gorgeous, but this one has incredible summer vibes. Look at this. Amazing colours. Oh, they just make me so happy. Just this palette, just oh, I just hear the ocean. Oh man, I didn't know you still stream and upload. What an amazing YouTube feed today. I used to watch your stuff like 10 years ago. I hope you've been well and keep arting. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been streaming, I took a long break for a while, but I started streaming weekly since like, I think, September? But they're commission streams, so, you know, they don't get pushed super hard. But they've been really nice to catch up with people. They've been really nice and fun. Sad pot of salt. I've been wanting to post more sketchbook tours because I'm really behind on those. And I like doing them because it's almost like a diary for me as well. I like going back to see them without actually having to dig them out. But I'm so behind on them, and I feel like people get, you know, they do get boring. Like, people get bored of them. So I want to do more, but I also don't. But I don't know what else to make videos of. I also did want to make a video about my time in animation, but I don't want it to be too depressing. And I still want to make a vlog for my Zambia trip, but that was like a year and a half ago now, and now it feels like it's been too long, and now I just feel like lazy and sad, so I don't know. Sturgeon, my beloved. Oh yes, their friend, I didn't see. They're so gorgeous. Right, anything happy and silly? No problem. This is just a headshot, isn't it? Just do a big wink. Happy, 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 happy. I have to go, but I'm looking forward to coming to future streams. Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming. Oh, I love this music. Oh, it's like proper dead of summer music. Oh, I can't wait for summer. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Summer's when England is actually like nice. And I'm so excited to be happy about where I am, you know. Like 3/4 of the year I want to be somewhere else, and summer hits and I'm like, oh, it's good. It's good. Me in winter. Yeah. Well, like, winter's when you're finally happy about where you are. I'm not surprised for Florida. It's like probably the only time of year it's actually tolerable outside. Like, I was always very confused as to why there are winter people, and then I remembered that a lot of people on the internet live in like southern US, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Though I had some friends this year said that they had seasonal depression, but they live in LA, so I was like, what seasonal depression? You know, like in winter, I mean. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, winter in LA is pretty good. It's like warm. Oh, no bugs too, yeah. We are lucky about that in the UK. Yeah, whenever I get sad about living here, I do remind myself, like, we don't really have loads of bugs. Which, I like bugs, but of course you don't get eaten by bugs. Not a lot of bugs that eat you. No natural disasters. No extreme weather, so no extreme snow or extreme heat, although we're getting there, we're getting very hot. And then every year the Americans make fun of us for being too hot. And we have to be like, we don't have AC by the way, and they're like, lol, why? And then the cycle repeats every single year. I did feel very seen when I was at Annecy one year, so that's the animation festival in southern France. And southern France gets mad hot. and we were sat behind two Americans from LA, two animators, and we were just making small talk, like, oh, like it was a heat wave in Annecy that year. Like, oh, how are you finding the weather? Is it, you know, you used to this kind of heat? And they're like, no, this is horrible. And I think it's because it's a very wet heat usually in Europe, a very humid heat. Not that there aren't places in the US without humid heat, of course, but like I think a lot of the animators are from like deserty heat, like dry heat type places. And made me feel reaffirmed, like, okay, it is hot, it's not just me being a baby. Pretty cloudy here in LA, oh. That's a surprise. Sometimes I barely see any sun, so that's just what England is like most of the time. That's why, like, when the sun comes out, everyone freaks out and goes outside, because it's not super common. It's not uncommon either, but it's like we had like a full week of sun recently, and people were like, "Oh my god, oh my god, life is so good, life is so beautiful." And now it's back to being cloudy again, and we're like, "Oh, right, I forgot, meant to hate everything and hate each other." My mum gets swarmed by gnats in the summer. Oh no. I like how it's just your mum specifically. Hello, Miso. You can't have chocolate. You want to jump on the door, don't you? I don't want you to jump on the door. Let's not do that. Let's not jump on the door. Go on. Jump on the floor instead. Ow. Good boy. Global warming has been pushing cockroaches to Middle Europe. Oh my god, where do they come from? They've been imported? Oh, we were without cockroaches for so long. We had it so good. I remember seeing my first cockroach in the US and I was like so fascinated. It was just on a path somewhere and I'd stopped to take pictures, and I think people thought I was very strange, but I was like, they're so big. I was like, yo, look at this big ass bug. Of course, if it was in my home, it would be a whole different reaction, but that's a big ass bug. What do you want, Miso? Have you lost your toy? South Europe has cockroaches. Oh, I should have known that. I should have known that. Are they very worldwide? They just live everywhere that's warm. Or are they like rats where they've just sort of been imported everywhere and now they just exist permanently? Oh, Annecy Airbnb had a cockroach. Oh shit! What, like your one that you shared with your friends? Not the one that you shared with us. Oh my god. That'd be such a fright. Oh, thank you, Pot of Salt. She's a very cute character. What do you want, Miso? You crying? He's in the other room, like. I think he misses my partner. He doesn't know where he is. He does this like soft little sad cry, and it's like, no, don't cry. Why do you sound so sad? Yeah, it's crazy how different meows can sound. It's like so like you don't want to anthropomorphize them, but goddamn, their meows sound so anthropomorphized. They're like, why do you sound sad when you're sad? You're an animal. We don't speak the same language. One from last year. Oh god. Maybe it crept in your bag and you accidentally carried it around with you. I'm hoping I'm not too FOMO-y about Annecy this year. This would have been a very good year to go as well. I'm mad about it. My cousin's cat sounds like a heavy smoker. Yeah, I love cats that sound like that. It's like, what did you do? Why do you sound like that? Oh, I forgot the white on the forehead. Thought something was missing. Ding, 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 ding. Do, 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 do. What are you doing in there, Miso? I can hear you. The link to order is in the description if you want Hugh Docs. Alright, I think we've done this one, and that's the last one we've had. So we've got time for 2 more if anyone wants. If not, we'll just chill and do something else. What do you want, Miso? You can't go up there. You can't go up there. Oh. Hello, baby kitten. Hello, baby kitten. Are you awake now? You're awake. Awake and ready to go, kitten. Yes. Rub your little head. Rub your little head. Should we save what we've got so far, Miso? He's gonna sit here and help now. He's right in front of my face. Alright, let's save this one first. I was wondering what you were on about, Mira, and then I saw his profile picture. Oh, I need better work-life balance, Hugh Docs. More life and less death. Her older one was darker. She's got bioluminescence. Oh shit! I love the seaweed. The colors are just so fun and happy. Like pale blue and pale pink. Really slaps. Cowboy dog, cowboy dog. This is a dog, he's a cowboy dog. Do you just take only PayPal? Do you also accept money through Ko-fi? I have a Ko-fi account. I haven't used it for commissions because I assume they take a percentage. Like, PayPal already takes a fee. So I assumed that Ko-fi would also take their own fee, so I didn't bother. But I do have a Ko-fi if you want to throw there. But I usually send it invoices because it's like a receipt. So it's like more protection, like buyer and seller protection. Like, I send an invoice to your email, so you only need to like click a link. I think you don't even need a PayPal. I think you can pay through card. It just takes a little longer. I haven't tried it myself, so I'm the only person I know who uses PayPal invoices, so if... well, actually, to be fair, I don't commission a lot, so maybe there's loads more, but... it always seems to work pretty okay. Let's see, let's post these. So what's the date today? 17th? Miso's like literally right in front of me on my keyboard. Being very, very helpful. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because it's an invoice, you can like use your own payment method. I think PayPal is quicker, but we'll see. But if you have PayPal attached to your Ko-fi, then sure you've got a PayPal, right? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's clear some of these PayPal emails. Alrighty. You've only ever used Ko-fi as payment. Oh! Well, it's sort of just similar, except you cut out the middleman, I think. Okay, I'm gonna take a very quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Don't die, don't explode, etc. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Oh, sniff, sniff, sniff. I'm so sniffly. What is it, Miso? It is your food time, isn't it? Should I feed you? Should we feed you on stream? Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Feed, feed, feed. Oh shit. I just kicked his toy. Feed, 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 feed the cat. Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Alright. Sorry, you're gonna hear sink noises. Figured I may as well be productive in other ways. Feed the cat. Feed the cat. Feed, 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 feed the cat. What would you like from the menu today, Miso? We've got Peking duck. We've got English full English Sunday roast with beef or chicken. We've got pork ramen, pork katsu. No, nothing. All right, we got golden curry, chicken tikka curry. No, all right. What about we got caviar on toast, avocado on toast. Okay. He wants meat. He wants cat food. All right. No problem. You get some cat ambience now. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but I rotate his foods quite a lot, so I give him like I buy like 3 or 4 different brands, which is a bit excessive. And I rotate them because he gets bored of food super quick. So if I don't rotate them, he just stops eating. And he doesn't ever have a favorite. Like whenever I bring out a new one, that's his new favorite. And then after a few days, he hates it. So once he was really, he's never been much of a foodie, so he's very rarely excited about food. But one time he was so excited. And I was like, oh shit, I'll get more of this. And then of course after like 2 more servings of it, he was not bothered. So now I just need to rotate his foods all the time. It's very annoying. But he very rarely refuses meals. He's just very, very slow and unenthusiastic at eating them. You go, Miso. Your meal. Your meal for one. You lonely bastard. Good boy. Oh, this Stardew Valley song is sick. Goes so hard. Fucking slaying the banjo. Yeah. Okay, cat fed. Cat fed, cat fed. Oh. Hey Finch, do you usually email them after the stream? I've not got one yet. Yeah, I emailed them after the stream. So the stream hasn't ended yet, so I haven't sent them yet, but I've got them in a drive ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if we get no more bites, I'll probably end the stream early so I can get all cozy. Oh, thank you, Mira. Yeah, Mira answered. Sorry, I was away from the keyboard feeding the cat. If you couldn't tell. But yeah, I'll email them now and then I'll finish the stream up. Okay. No, don't worry. The stream hadn't ended yet, so that's why it wasn't there. Alright, so Excel doesn't like to select all the things that I selected, which is great and fun. There we go. I think it gets confused when I switch columns. Oh, I'm glad you had fun, pot of salt. I'm just sending it now. Just make sure of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Alright, so you should have received it now. Oh, you were so productive. 5. Whoa. Oh, it feels good when you get all that done. I have to get a really annoying commission done tomorrow. And I feel like the customer's been super nice. I feel like I've been putting it off too long, so I'm determined to get it done before getting too focused on confuzzled. Because everyone's still like, oh, we're on the con grind, and I'm like, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like there's nothing else I need to do, aside from I want to do some original paintings to take, but that's sort of just a nice bonus. So I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I've sent off the commissions. Thank you guys for coming. I'll probably end it here. But I'll be back again next Monday. So I've got Confuzzled next weekend, so we're doing it on Monday the 25th next time. And then I think the 31st. There's 2 more left of May. Just about squeezing in 2 more. So yeah, thank you for coming. I'll see you next time. See you later. Oh yeah, I usually try to get mine done in a week, but this one's a big painting, so it's taking a tad longer. But anyway, yeah. See you later, goodbye!